So I was thinking, what is the perfect game in 2021? It seems like with a lot of FPS shooters like Rainbow Six Siege, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, they have this extreme problem with cheaters. And on my list, when it comes to a perfect game, and I don't mean like your favorite game, like probably like Rainbow Six Siege is my favorite game, but it is nowhere near perfect. I was thinking, what could be the perfect game? And I came to the conclusion that it's Rocket League. And in today's video, I'm going to explain why. Now, I wrote down some points, as you can see on screen. That's what I'm going to base this off of, what I believe would make a perfect game. Let me know in the comments if you disagree, agree, or if there's some things on this list I might have missed. And yeah, my first point is anybody can play it. Whether you're a casual newbie that just likes playing video games in your free time, or you're the most competitive player that loves destroying their enemies. Oh my God. This game is perfect for you because you can be the most unskillful player that just wants to play a party game, for example, car soccer, and at the base level, that's all that Rocket League is. It's really just a car that hits a ball, and it's soccer. Or you can be the most complex competitive player ever, and you can just love the in-depth mechanics that Rocket League brings. For example, they have training for literally every single situation that you're going to be put in at every single rank, and most of these are made by the community. And if you're on PC, there's even Steam ones where you can practice your aerials, or like the way you fly, or just your mechanics. And that's great because we have games like Rainbow Six Siege, for example, that's such a complex FPS shooter, but they don't give you the resources to learn each operator, for example. Rocket League gives you each training and allows the community to give you more in-depth training, and it's amazing. Next is everybody can play it and anti-cheat. I need to put these two in one because a lot of games go free to play. Like, for example, Apex is free to play off their launch. But the issue is cheaters. If you're in like higher rankings in Apex, and even like sometimes low plat, you can run into quite a bit of cheaters, and it can be very devastating and unenjoyable. Even though it's free to play, everybody has access to it. That's great. But now you have a more probability of having more cheaters. Rocket League is one of those games that's impossible to basically cheat in. You have modders in the game, but they do a lot of that stuff in custom. And most of the mods are actually very beneficial to the community. Like, for example, there's a mod extension that you can see what your MMR is and how close you are to the next rank in Rocket League. Like, how would you really cheat in a car soccer game, though? Can somebody, like, educate me on that? In all seriousness, Rocket League is the perfect game for free to play as well, because you can't really cheat in car soccer, so everybody has access to it. And the only big issue with Rocket League sometimes is the community. Can be toxic, but what community really isn't toxic? They have a really good reporting system. I spammed what a save a bunch of times, and I got banned for 24 hours for unsportsmanlike behavior. So next is content. Rocket League is bombarded with content. For example, if you're just a normal lover of ranked, you can just play normal Rocket League ranked. Or you can play 3s, 2s, or 1s, which challenges just the competitive nature of yourself. And each one individually is challenging. For example, a 1s player has to play way different than a 3s player. And the rotations on 3s is way different than 2s. It's crazy how just one simple, metric, like taking one player out of each team, can change the gameplay. Besides that, if you're a more casual player and you're sick of just the normal soccer, you can play like game modes like Rumble or Hoops. And even just those game modes, they actually have their own competitive game modes now too. So if you want to become a competitive Hoops player, you can, and you can play for leaderboards. Also, if you're a collector and you enjoy grabbing a bunch of skins, or you just like having a bunch of rare skins, Rocket League is another place for that. There's a trading system, and there's tons and tons and tons of awesome skins that you can get, and there's always variations of these set skins. It's something that a lot of other games don't capitalize on. And for me personally, I have my own foam hat collection. I wanted to get a real IRL foam hat, but I couldn't find any. So if anybody knows somewhere where I can get a foam hat in real life, let me know, because like I want one. In all seriousness, like people actually make some good bit of money just from collecting and selling and trading items, and it's really cool just have that sub market. Now there's always going to be like probably scammers or people getting scammed, but in all seriousness, Rocket League just seems like a perfect game all around. Like, there's no faults in it at all, in my opinion. If you not interested in sports games, or even like, you know, you played Rocket League once, I would trying it again, because it's actually a very enjoyable and challenging game if you want it to be. And if you only want to play it just for the boredom, to kill boredom, then try and sit down and play it, because this game is actually really rewarding and it is fun. It's also a good way to just blow off some steam and screw around with some friends and just have some fun. Whether you're good at the game and you want to try to get better, that's the great thing about Rocket League. There's always something you can improve on, whether that's certain type of flicks, certain type of mechanics, even rotation and IQ. Like, there's always something to get better at in this game. And this is why such a simple concept like two cars hitting a little soccer ball never gets dry, because no matter what, you can always improve on something. And I think that's another personal perfect trait in a video game. It will never get stale because you haven't mastered everything yet. So in all nature, this game is perfect. And if you disagree, let me know down in the comments what you think the perfect game is in 2021. I'm not gonna lie, if you say Call of Duty Warzone, or you know, any Call of Duty, or even Apex, or you know, Rainbow Six Siege, I probably will laugh at you, because that's just not true. All of those games have glaring issues with microtransactions, cheaters, and tons and tons and tons and more things. Besides that, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more kind of like this in the future, just be sure to let me know by liking the video and commenting. Besides that, have a lovely day.